Okay, so
We got to tell them what we're doing.
I am.
Oh.
You're such a brat. Okay, so the question that I've gotten the most since having surgery and like putting this out there is, what do I recommend people get when they're having this surgery? I can't even tell you the amount of times I've been asked, like DM and texts and whatever. So we put together a list of the top 25 items that...
Hold on. Top 25.
25.
Okay. These
top
are 25
items.
25 items
that I couldn't live without, in no particular order. And so they're on my phone, so I'm gonna be looking down at my phone. I don't have them here physically, but you'll see them.
I will list them, like a picture of it, and I also create a list down below. We got all of these items from Amazon, so we made it super easy for you. All you have to do is literally click the link and you will have the item she's talking about. So just look at the link in the description.
Yes, so easy. And like, I obviously went through different YouTubes like this before I got surgery, and that's where I found before I had surgery, and that is where I found some of these items. But some of them I just realized that I needed them, and so I'm adding them to the list because they were great for me. So I'm looking down because I'm reading the list on my phone, and but if you want the item, you know where to find it, in the below, in the comments. No, description. It's in the description. Okay, so number 1 is Herbal Arnica Tea. This is something actually even the nurse at the doctor's office recommended I drink 3 times a day. When I did start drinking it, regularly, the swelling went down.
So this is for swelling.
For swelling, I highly recommend it. Even maybe beforehand, but definitely as soon as surgery's done. I said no particular order. So number 2 is the paper tape, because most likely when you get out of surgery, there's going to be paper tape across your scar, and the doctor will possibly tell you to remove it and then replace the paper tape at some point, or they might remove it and replace the paper tape, but it's always good to have extra. And then when I was putting bandages and whatnot, I was using the paper tape, and other stuff hurts, and this is a lot easier to get off. Note though, don't wet it in the shower and then try and take it off. Just take it off when it's dry. Otherwise,
ooh, that's a key.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's hard. Number 3 is Neosporin first aid ointment, because you're trying to keep infection away. So yeah, Neosporin came in clutch.
How did it help you? What when you used it did it help with?
Well, I had like a little area in my scar that was kind of becoming a little bit of a problem, and I would put it on that. I also put it around the area because I felt like it just helped, so because there's bacteria everywhere, like we're humans and we touch things and we get bacteria. So I just wanted everything to stay like super, super clean. And so I used it a lot, and I'm still using it. And sometimes I'll even use it on my scar now. I don't know. It just feels like I should be using it. So I'm still using it. Number 4, Colace. This is important. Colace 2-in-1 stool softener and laxative. This is something that I didn't find until after surgery, and I wish that I had it before. So I'm putting you on this game because you need this before your surgery. And I know that I'm going back to finish my implants and stuff in like a few months, in this April. We think April. And I will for sure be taking this Colace 2-in-1. It is amazing. And like, it's not even that expensive. And I never saw it in the store, only on Amazon. So there you go. Number 5 is Arnica Gel. It is something that you can rub and massage on afterwards when you have lipo or tummy tuck or any kind of surgery. Again, with the Arnica helps reduce inflammation. It helps reduce the length of bruising. So I know some people that get their lips injected, and we'll even put the Arnica Gel on after they get their lips injected because the swelling and the bruising. So what the nurse told him is to massage it on my sides. Remember that?
I don't.
She told me, but she was there. So,
okay.
Yeah, so you can massage it in. You just don't want to put that on your incision. Anywhere around your incision, though, is okay, but not on your incision. And I'm not a medical professional or a nurse, and we're not recommending anything based on that, but based on my experience, and it's been 3 months now. Mm-hmm. So I have a lot of experience now. So the next item, number 6.
We're going to get her more in the camera. Oh,
shit.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Number 6 is the BandAid brand medium gauze pads. I used this with the paper tape a lot because, like I said, I had a couple little issues going on. So I would put the ointment on there. In fact, put the Neosporin on there. Put this BandAid gauze pad on there. This is the best one that I found. It didn't fall apart. It just seemed stronger than those gauze pads that they use at the doctor. And then I used the paper tape to close it. So it's like a little 3-in-1. So I do highly recommend those. And like, even if your kid got like a scraped knee or something, I think that's good also. Number 7 is the Mederma Advanced Scar Gel for obvious reasons. So I started out using this one. And I think it just depends what works best for you, because there's another item in the list that I use also that I'm using more now. But I just am a product person, so I like trying things. And if I see something new, I grab it. But yeah, number 7's the Advanced Scar Gel, because for obvious reasons, you don't want a big old scar. I know some women like tattoo over it, and that's not for me. I just want no scar, but I don't want a big tattoo over it. Yeah, that is the
telltale sign when a woman's had that big scar that goes all the way up here.
The tattoo?
I mean, tattoo.
Yeah. So or like the flowers that go around. And if you got that, more power to you. I love it, but it's just not for me. I actually have a tattoo that I want to get removed off my back. That it was 20 something, and it was a lot. So yeah. So number 8 is the Twist Memory Foam Travel Neck Pillow. Everybody recommends a neck pillow. And I, of course, had to look for the best one with the best reviews and blah, blah, blah. So I found it for you. This one, it's bendable, so you can bend it into any shape that you need. So basically what I would end up doing is have it going around my neck like this, but then I would like put it down my arm. And so I'd be able to lay like that, and it wouldn't hurt my neck, because you can't lay flat down after surgery. You need to have your neck supported so you can actually sleep. So yeah, basically I have all these pillows behind me. There's also a wedge pillow that you can get that's in the list, but we were at a hotel and it was like too late, so I didn't have it at that point. But yeah, I had all these pillows behind me, and then I had the neck pillow, and then I had more pillows under my legs. So that's what I did, because you really want to remain crunched up, and then otherwise your neck's going to be killing you if you don't have a neck pillow. So this is the best one in my opinion. Number 9, button down nightgown. This one I had other items too that was similar to this, but a button down anything. If you're having like a breast anything, you don't want to be putting your arms up in the air to put on and take off stuff. Number 10 is compression socks. Most doctors will tell you to come in the day of surgery wearing compression socks, so we have linked them here for you because obviously you need them.
You know why they say that?
It has something to do with blood clotting, because I'm not entirely sure, but I have a feeling if you wore compression socks to Disneyland all day, your feet wouldn't hurt as bad. Your legs wouldn't hurt as bad.
If anybody knows why that is, leave that in the comments.
Yes. So that was number 10. So number 11 is a robe. You're going to need a robe. I kind of lived in robes. Now I have so many robes, I left one here. So this robe was good. This is the one that I used. Had pockets, so I could carry things around with me. Number 12, the front closure cotton bra. So basically when you leave the doctors after having something done to your boobs, you're going to be in like a front close bra. It's going to have no wires, no padding or anything like that. But then they want you to wear it for like 6 weeks or 4 weeks or something like that. I think 6. And so you're going to need some extra. And I found that I liked this one. It's really affordable and like it's not something that I want to collect expensive ones because it's not like something I'm going to wear very often. So these were great.
You just tell them that you're not going to be wearing bras.
No, I'm not going to be. Also that, but.
I think that's literally what y'all just witnessed.
I'm not going to be wearing bras anymore after this. But no, these are not cute bras. Like if he puts it up here, you'll see. It's like snaps up in the front. There's nothing showing. Like it's just like a granny bra. And that's fine. I'm a grandma. I wore a granny bra. But yeah. Okay. Number 13. The extra large weekly pill organizer. This is a 4-time-a-day one, which kind of was perfect. He like set alarms on his phone for when I needed to take what, but then when the alarm went off, it was right there in the pill organizer. It was really helpful.
Yeah, you're gonna second guess yourself.
Did I take that? Did I not? I do it all.
And you're gonna keep on looking back like, oh man, even with the organizer, I was thinking like, dang, did I organize it right? Like, because you don't want to mess up. But yeah.
So that was number 13. I do highly recommend that one. I like it. Number 14 is the Sheepy female urination device. This thing, like the first couple days I didn't need it because they left me with that catheter in. So like this little sweet soul over here was like draining it out. But after they took that thing out, I was like, okay, let me give this thing a try. And honestly, like so easy to use, so clean. Like it's something that I wish I had when I used to go out drinking in my 20s and we'd like squat in a bush or something. Like it was really bad. And I'm like, gosh, if I would have just had this. So highly recommend it. If you're getting surgery or not, I recommend that. Even the doctor came one day, he did like a house visit to my room, my hotel room, and he was just like, this is so cool. And I was like, yes, it is. So I think it's like going to be a road trip thing. I will never squat over a bathroom, a gas station toilet again on the way to LA. I'll tell you that much, ever. Because I have my own pee device. Number 15 is Irrigation. It's a irrigation device. I got them when I had my kids. You put warm water and you squirt it after you use the bathroom after you have kids. And I thought, well, this is a great idea for after surgery because you can't reach that well unless you have a bidet or something like that. And you're not showering. At least like I didn't shower for the first week. I know every doctor is different in what they recommend. So I recommend those so that you can clean down there better with warm water. I think it was great. Number 16 is the Power Lift Recliner Chair. Everybody knows how much I love that if you have watched these videos. I think even if I wasn't having surgery, I needed a recliner. Maybe it didn't have to have the power lift, but yeah, I highly recommend that.
We'll talk more about the power lift, like the aspect.
So after surgery, you basically have no ab strength whatsoever. And then if you've also had something done with your boobs, you're not supposed to be lifting with your boobs. So what you want is this power lift recliner, and it basically, you can sleep in it. You'll sleep more comfortably than if you're trying to like get up and down in and out of a bed while you're sleeping. He was lifting me in and out of a hotel bed. That was really difficult. Like I got comfortable once I got in there, but like it was difficult. And if I had the chair, we could have power lifted it up, and basically I would have like hovered my butt over it and then pushed the button, and it would have sat me down. And then, also when I was ready to stand up, it would have stood me up basically so perfectly to where the walker is, which is another item that you have to have the walker. So yeah, so the chair was just, I wish I had it with me sooner. I had it at my house. It's something that just, if you're doing any kind of tummy tuck, I highly recommend it. So necessary. Number 17 is the walker. You have to have a walker. Like, there is no way around having a walker. You have to have it. It's just, there's no way. Like, there's no way to get around without the walker. So you have to walk around places. So basically you use your walker to get to the bathroom, to get to bed, to get to the kitchen. Your walker stays with you all the time for at least like the first couple of weeks. Sometimes longer. I know, like, I was definitely pushing myself out at the stores, and he's like, why didn't you bring your walker? And I was like, because I don't want to look stupid. But in hindsight, I wish I would have brought it. So you need it. I was walking into the doctor's office with my walker, and you feel dumb, but like everyone's doing it, so might as well. Number 18 is the bathing wipes. So they're different than baby wipes, and they're different than just regular Cottonelle, like use the bathroom wipes. These are wipes that have like some kind of soap on them. You wet them, you scrub your armpits, you scrub your stinky parts, and you wipe it with a towel and you're done. And this literally is the only reason why I was able to not shower for a whole week without going absolutely insane. So it might have been more than a week, to be honest. He was already gone. He's like, I'm glad I missed that part. Number 19 is lipo pads. These are for when you start wearing a faja or like a bodysuit or a shaper. I'm still wearing them. I didn't wear them yesterday, and I got like some weird bruise on me, and I don't even know how, but they're important. They help squeeze your body in. They help so that if you did have lipo, they help so that the shape of whatever you have on, like if it has any kind of wires or closures, they help so that that is not imprinted on your skin. Because if you have lipo and then you wear stuff like that enough, you'll actually end up with that forever unless you can go to like a really good massage person that can rub it out for you. Number 20, Dove body wash, antibacterial. This, like, I got it before surgery thinking, ooh, antibacterial. I love it. This is all I buy now, in fact. Like, I know some doctors recommend using Hibby Cleanse before shower or the night before your surgery, and like, he didn't recommend that, but I did find this Dove antibacterial one, and to me, I love it. And to me, it like smells so good. I got him using it. It's like the best. So number 20, highly recommend that. Number 21, we're back on Arnica. These are little dissolvable tablets that you put under your tongue. They help. They help a lot. So highly recommend those. It's like the triple whammy or whatever of Arnica. Like, you're drinking it, you're rubbing it on you, and you're eating it or letting it dissolve under your tongue. Number 22 is Bromelain. This is a natural ingredient in pineapple that helps to reduce swelling and inflammation. And so we did have pineapple juice in the hotel right after surgery, but I didn't get the Bromelain. When I did start taking it is when everything kind of shifted for the better. That with a couple other things. So, but I highly recommend it. It's something I'll be starting a lot sooner when I have surgery again. The next is turmeric, a turmeric pill. Turmeric is also a natural anti-inflammatory, and I feel like taking them together has helped a lot. So I highly recommend those. I also will drink, I didn't link it here because it's like a grocery store product, but there's these little shots of turmeric and ginger, and I feel like there's pineapple juice in it too, so it might be Bromelain too. He hates them. He thinks they're disgusting, but yeah. I don't love the taste of them, but I'll drink them if it's going to make me feel better.
They're horrible.
I got them for him when he had COVID. And if you want to know about when he had COVID, you just got to go back a few videos because he did a couple videos all about it. Number 24 is the bio oil. This is what I've been rubbing on my scar now. I like it because I can actually massage my scar with it and rub it in. It's not just like the other one that I first got was like, I don't know, you just rub it on. It's just ointment or whatever. But this is like, you can like massage it into all your scars. And so I'll do that at least once a day. I just feel like being able to massage it in helps it because there are some like hard spots. The nurse told me I just have to like break them down by rubbing and massaging and whatnot.
And now, number 20.
Number 25, this Wedge Pillow. I wish that I had to be honest with you. I didn't. Somebody did recommend while I was recovering down there, oh, get a Wedge Pillow. You know, it looks like this. And so he's got it linked below. I wish that I had it because I could have put one under my legs and one under my back. It's strong enough to like hold you up. You can put a couple pillows on it. But like if I was to do it again, I would have had two of them just because, or I would be with my chair. But yeah, the Wedge Pillow is something that I wish I had. I know that most people try to get it and you definitely need one because it will help you. When you're laying in bed, you can put it under your legs and scoot your feet up because you want your knees in because you want it close to your body so that you're not stretching on your incision, which is still numb, by the way. So you want to make sure you're not stretching on it and not realizing it. And then if you have one under your back, you can be laying back and just put a couple of pillows on it. Really comfortable, but not have to be at the mercy of needing like 25 pillows and not knowing if they're strong enough to hold you up. So a couple of the things in here are things like I wish that I had. A lot of the things, most of the things are things that I had and loved and definitely think everybody should have.
So I'm assuming that if they are paying for the surgery, which is probably not cheap, then they're not going to be trying to go like bargain shopping and like only picking a few items. They're probably going to want all of them. But say for instance, you had to choose 3 out of those 25 that you were like must haves. Like you can only pick 3. Like which 3 would those be?
Oh gosh, I don't even know if there's a way to only pick 3. Like 3 items. 3.
Like what is the top 3 and most important ones at all for those people who just, all right, look, I don't want to buy the whole list, but let me just get 3 items off this list.
So a walker.
Okay.
You have to have a walker. You can't not have a walker. The neck pillow. And I mean, the chair, the electric lift chair. Because I feel like if you have that, it eliminates a need for a lot of other things. But like some of the cheaper stuff that you definitely want, if you get it, is like all the Arnica stuff, the Bromelain, the turmeric or turmeric, I don't know. The R is in a weird spot for me. The female urination device. I mean, it's like $12.99. That thing is...
All right, so get everything is what she's trying to say.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot of things you could improvise, and instead of like buying the bathing wipes, you could just do it old-fashioned with the washcloth and soap if you had to. But I didn't want to deal with that. Like, I literally knew, like, I'm not going to be able to do a lot of things for me, and I need it to be quick and easy. And
like, what you gotta think about before you're doing this, like, don't think about it now as the person who's not recovering. Think about it as the person who is recovering and you're so sore or you're in pain and you don't want to move. You want to have all of these things at your fingertips so that you don't have to think about anything. And that's really why she put this together, to take out the thinking process for you, because it is a big thing. And for the guys who that first day or that, like, it's gonna be weird. You're gonna feel overwhelmed, because I know I did. But just know that it, like, after 2 or 3 days, it's almost like riding a bike. Like it's all right. Well, what are we doing next? All right, let me eat a shot. Let me, like, that's just how it's gonna go. So it's gonna be overwhelming. Just know it's okay. Just try not to kill it, and I think you'll be fine.
Try not. I was gonna say too, like, when you go into this and you think about like, oh, surgery, I think a lot of the people on YouTube do say this, and it's important to know that it's not just the $12,000 tummy tuck or however much. It is that plus where are you staying? Who's taking care of you? Do you have somebody? Do you need to pay a nurse? Lymphatic drainage massages, they're not cheap. I mean, they're like over $100 a massage. And, you know, looking back, I wish I had done it sooner. And I know a friend of mine went and had some surgery done. She had a massage every single day for like the first couple weeks. And then she went down to every other day. So it's like all of the things that you need for after the surgery, you have to like somehow put it into your cost, your budget for surgery. Because like if you go have the surgery and then you come home and you don't have the chair and you don't have the pillows and you don't have the arnica, like, yeah, you might be okay, but like chances are you're not, because like the Arnica Tea, I didn't have that right away. I don't think I had that until I did like an Instacart order when I was down there and got it through Walmart or something, because we couldn't find it. It's hard to find some of this stuff too. Some of it's like only available on Amazon. I even went to like the Mexican grocery store by my house, because Arnica is like, it's a thing in Mexico, and they didn't have it there. And I was like, why don't they have Arnica here? Thank goodness I know that I can get it from Amazon, because I'm still drinking it now. So yeah, you like the stool softener. Oh my gosh, that would have been the top 3. I messed up on that one. But yeah, like if you don't have all that stuff, like, oh, it's all bad. And I know from experience, like especially the Colace and the Arnica and stuff like that. So it's just unfortunate, like but you do have to think about all the extra costs involved in having surgery. It's the aftercare too. Like, I mean, if I didn't have you to be able to go down with me, you can go to like a nursing place or whatever, but it's like $1,200 a night. It's expensive to go and have somebody to take care of you, and it's actual nurses. It's like a medical overnight care for after surgical. But yeah, it's expensive, and like on top of that, your meds too. So like anything the doctor prescribes you. So like my case is I have Kaiser. If I go to Kaiser, I get like a cheap copay because, you know, but I never figured out how to get the medication he prescribed me to Kaiser. So I ended up going through Costco. I picked up all the meds before we went down there. There was like 5 or 6, and it was out of pocket, and that was $200. And it's just like a lot of little things. Like $200 isn't necessary little, but in comparison to the surgery it is. So it's like surgery, meds, aftercare items, like are you coming home? Are you staying in a hotel? Like, do you have somebody to watch your kids so that they're not jumping on you afterwards? Because like I have a good friend who had surgery recently, and she's like doing way too much, and I'm like, girl, you need to relax. And she's like, I can't. I have, you know, my husband's back to work, the kids are here, you know. So thankfully my situation warranted me to be able to like be somewhere where I could be the center of attention and be taken care of, and then come home. And I still didn't have my son with me for, you know, I don't know, gosh, it was like a month after I came home, or like 3 weeks or something. Yeah, you got to think about it. It's a process, at least a month process you have to think about. So
well, there it is.
Yeah.
Hopefully you learned something today, and go get them, because you're gonna need them.
Yeah. Link below. And the next time we talk about mommy makeover, there should be like pictures.
Okay.
Like, I feel like we don't need to keep talking about it anymore. But when we do talk about it again, we can show like after pictures and maybe some before too. But yeah.
Okay.
Whatever you want.
Just keep your nipples in. That's all I ask.
My nipples are locked and loaded.
Goodness. All right, y'all. We out.